Hi, I'm Danielle Pletka with the American Enterprise Institute, and I'm sitting here with Nick Eberstadt, who is the Henry Wendt Scholar in Foreign and Defense Policy at the American Enterprise Institute. We're here to talk a little bit about some of Nick's work on Russia. Not just Russia, but Russia's population, Russian demographics. Why don't you just start us out with a little bit of a scene setter?
Russia's got a really hard human resource constraint to deal with. It's got the depopulation problem, it's got the health crisis, the unending health crisis, it's got a crisis in educational resources, it's got deurbanization. Here's a really strange thing. I mean, the other things are not similar to other countries, but one thing that's particularly strange in Russia is that its urban population has shrunk over the last 20 years. Now, if you look at a place like Japan, where the population is starting to decline, or Germany, where the population has been declining, urban population keeps on growing. Urban populations are the corpus for economic development. They're the engine of globalization. Russia's been going in reverse on its urban population.
Historically, Russia has looked a lot like the rest of Eastern Europe. And of course, when you talk about graying populations, that's something we're well aware of in the United States, in Europe, certainly all over Asia. How is Russia different?
Russia is not so different in terms of its birth patterns. Its birth patterns are below replacement, but that's true of almost all of Europe. What's really different and really spooky about Russia is its health crisis, is its mortality side. Death rates in Russia are horrifyingly high. Russia has made basically no health progress over the last 50 years. And life expectancy for young men in Russia, according to the World Health Organization, is lower than for young men in Haiti. I mean, that's not third world, that's fourth world, right. And that's a catastrophe. You take a look at the survival trends for adult men from, say, age 20 on. Russia's survival trend for men in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s tracks almost identically with the survival trends for men in sub-Saharan Africa. I mean, you can't tell which line is which if I didn't tell you which it was in advance. And this is absolutely devastating when you consider how much more affluent Russia is, when you consider how much more education there seems to be in the society. This sub-Saharan pattern is something that should be of immense humanitarian concern in addition to its social and economic consequences.
Thanks, Nick. This is a stunning set of facts. I recommend that everybody read this report, and you'll find a link to it at the end of this short video. So thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Danny. It's always a pleasure.